Hello and welcome. Today, we take a journey through the mysterious world of ancient Greece. Titans and vanishing gods are figures often hidden in the dark corners of mythological stories. Ancient Greek mythology tells a lot about the world of gods, heroes, and giants. But are these gods only in the old stories? Did these gods and titans really exist? Or are they just powerful symbols lost in the collective memory of humans? To answer these questions, we are going deeper into mythology. In this video, we will explore the rise of the Titans, their battles with the Olympian gods, the stories of the disappearing gods, and their aftermath and impact on the present day. The first generation of the pantheon in ancient Greece is known as the Titans. These gigantic gods symbolize the old world order. The Titans originated from Uranus and Gaia. Uranus represented the sky, and Gaia represented the earth. These two divine beings, in love with each other, gave birth to the first Titans. The Titans were considered the fundamental forces of nature: time, the sea, the wind, and more. Their direct influence formed the foundations of the ancient world order. But the Titans are known not only for their power, but also for their destructive nature. In time, Uranus, the ruler of the old order and the gods, began to imprison his children out of fear. As a result of these fears, Cronus, the god of time, overthrew his father and became the leader of the Titans. This was an important turning point in the history of the Titans, but Cronus's rule would also be short-lived. His children, too, began to make plans for the gods to rise later. These plans would lead to the Titanomachia, the great war of the Titans against the Olympian gods. Titanomachia means the fall of the Titans and the rise of the Olympian gods. This mythical battle is one of the most important moments of Greek mythology. Zeus, as the son of Cronus, led a rebellion against the Titans. The Titans, though possessing immense power, were not unrelated to humans. Their fate eventually fell into the hands of the Greek gods. Zeus and his brothers, Poseidon and Hades, as powerful gods, succeeded in overthrowing the Titans. The Titans are one of the most powerful figures in Greek mythology. However, the Olympian gods were able to defeat these gigantic gods by using both the forces of nature and moral superiority. The overthrow of the Titans, one by one, symbolized the end of the old world order and the beginning of a new era. At the end of the Titanomachia, the disappearance of the Titans was not just the result of a war. It was also a change in the order of the world. After Zeus and his brothers, Poseidon and Hades, defeated the Titans, they established a new order as the Olympian gods. But the foundations of this order were shaped by the legacy of the Titans. Cronus had fled the tyranny of his father, Uranus, and had gone so far as to imprison his own children out of fear. Zeus's rebellion against his father symbolized the end of this old order. Greek mythology tells that after Zeus overthrew his father, with the help of another figure, Rhea, Zeus's brothers Poseidon and Hades also won their divine sovereignty in battle. However, this victory came at a price. The Olympian gods had triumphed, but not only victory, but also civil wars between them. The claims of peoples and divine destruction had left deep scars on them. With Zeus and his brothers replacing the fallen Titans, the entire dynamics of the old order had changed. Still, the lost figures of the Titans left behind a great void. But this void has been filled by mythological and cultural influences from ancient Greece to the present day. After Titanomachia, some ancient gods were pushed into the dark corners of history and disappeared. In time, however, it was possible for the lost gods to return. Prometheus, an ancient titan, made a great sacrifice for humanity and gave them the gift of fire. The story of Prometheus has a deep connection not only to the story of the Titans, but also to the great relationship between humanity and the gods. His gift of fire to humans was the placing of a divine power at the service of humanity. This sacrifice caused Prometheus to have a huge impact on humanity, even as a lost god. Another vanished figure is Hades. As the lord of the underworld, Hades is often considered a forgotten or dark god. However, despite its association with darkness and death, Hades' existence reflects a deep human understanding of death and the afterlife. Even though Hades has disappeared, his control of the underworld is an important part of the order of the entire mythological structure. The return of these vanished gods actually brought a balance to the ancient world. This is because, in their return, the lost figures have established a connection between both the old gods and the new order. It is also very important that the lost gods, especially figures like Prometheus and Hades, symbolize the balance between humanity and the gods. The return of the lost gods and the discovery of the lost gods. The Titans and their legends have survived beyond ancient Greece to the present day. The Titans' legacy includes not only a mythological past, but also their influence in the modern world. Today, the Titans are still an influential figure in both cultural and artistic contexts. The power of the Titans is often portrayed as an uncontrolled and destructive force, but it also has a creative and regenerative capacity. For example, the scattered remains of the Titans are still used as inspiration in contemporary art. In modern popular culture, the Titans' presence can be found in movies, books, TV series, and even video games. The Titans are also associated with modern societal structures, especially leadership figures, where the strong rise to prominence. Modern mythology associates the Titans' struggle with powerful figures who replace the old gods and try to restore order for humanity. In this respect, the lost presence of the Titans still exerts its influence on modern thought and structures. Many artists and cultural figures are rediscovering the legacy of the Titans, revitalizing these mythological figures in today's complex and multifaceted world. The Titans are not only legends of an era, but also symbols of the creative power of today and tomorrow. Today, we dug deep into ancient Greece and embarked on an epic journey from the Titans to the Olympic gods. We saw how mythology continues to influence the ancient world to this day. But now, I'd love to know what you think. Are there any other stories we can learn more about the Titans, the lost gods, and the legacy of the old gods mentioned in this video? In particular, is there any information about the Titanomachia or the return of the lost gods that you know, that you haven't heard, but that you are deeply curious about? Which mythological figures do you think should actually get more attention? Share your ideas with us in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will continue to explore the secrets of the ancient worlds in more depth with new videos. With your contribution, we can discuss mythological topics from a broader perspective. See you in the next video. Goodbye.